weirdest thing I've seen. That's a hard stopper right there.
Pretty white back there. But the front looks great.
This one's a pooper. No, that's an Indian. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to do a little dive here. Got ourselves all set up. And air hose out. Checked our reg. We got our little handheld detector this time, so we're going to try this out. Here we go. Hey! Come here. Oh, baby.
That's really bad.
Oh, Emmy! Emmy! Alright, so we're out here in the woods. The morning hunt, found a few things in the water. You saw that, so we're out here going to sift some iron, check out a few places that we passed through on Deep software and running this, you can hear how noisy it is. That's why we're changing it up a little bit. So this iron signal, no doubt about it, it's got iron in it. But what I don't understand is what it's doing out here. I think this is it right here. some kind of hook. Don't know what that would have been on. Square on this end, hex nut on that end, so it can't be too terribly old because I don't think the hex nut was until the late 18, early 1900s. But it's way off the beaten path. But I found some weird stuff way off the beaten path here. Like I found a sad iron stove out here somewhere in the middle of nowhere between the trails. So I don't know what the story was with that, but we're gonna keep walking this line. Out of this hole right here, I just popped this unfired, what looks, I think this is a 32 rimfire. Unfired. So that's an interesting find. We'll deposit it in the misfire junk rounds of the gun club en route to our destination. I always thought this was cool growing up. This is like a 63 or 64 Buick Electra 225. I don't remember which year it is. It's easy enough to figure out with the portholes and bumper trim, but cool old car that came to be out in the woods. Never understood it, but someone drove it back up here partying and then burned it out. Actually, it wasn't burned out till a long time later. I remember the interior in this car when I was a kid. I'm 32, so not that long ago. All right, under this mess here, there is a nice signal. So it's hard to even get my coil to strike it. It's a 91. Now, let's find out. We'll go in kind of easy here, because if it's something good, we don't want to hurt it. Look at it, it's like right up against this tree. Maybe. Pulled it away. It's an old gemmed bicycle reflector. It's kind of neat. We'll see. I really like this signal. Solid 82. Two directions. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is gonna be a weedy. It'll be an early weedy. But I'm thinking, oh, look at that. Look what just popped out. Yeah, that's the back, the reverse, and then the obverse. No, that's an Indian. Look at that. We got ourselves an Indian. We'll have to clean that one up when we get back. Gosh, the backside was playing games with my head. So, we haven't gotten an Indian out here in a while, but you can definitely see that that she's there. Oof, I just broke some of it off. So we'll clean that up when we get home. I don't know about you, but I've got a theory as to why this sock's out here in the woods. One sock only. And I ain't about to pick it up. So you can come up with your own theory, but I think I know why it's there. It wasn't for me. This signal is interesting. It's a 92. But there's like a string of iron leading up to it. So maybe this is a chain. It sounds good. It sounds real good, Clark. Ow. Freaking deer flies. Oh yeah. Little wedge. I think that's a stone splitting wedge, to tell you the truth. It's so small. Can't be wood. All right, right here. 40s. 40 signal. Typically a trash signal. We're gonna go and pinpoint her first. Some of this sounds like surface. Yeah. Copper piece. I think in the wintertime I dug a old folding ruler here. The age of it, I have no idea, you know. Surface find of some teeth. Those things look sharp. Must be some kind of canine. So it could be something like a 22 shell. Nope. That is a brass rivet off a hunting dog collar that I found out here earlier in the season. It had these studs going all the way around the collar. So we'll stick that in the box and add it to the cache of that. All right, this target right here, very tight. It's an 85. Not a Lincoln. That is a grommet. That's why it sounded so nice. All right, right here, in this mess, our grommet was right there. Just trying to fish some of this out. Right here. This one is not a grommet. This one is actually a memorial. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I don't think it's an old memorial. It's like 80, I don't know, 94. Oof. What's that doing over here? Unfortunately, there was an issue with my camera recording and I didn't capture digging this, but this was real close to the trail. It sounded kind of like a can, but it wasn't up there. It was like a 96 signal, $half signal. And it's a beautiful watch fob. So period correct, right off the trolley trail. I believe it's silver. I could be wrong. Could be aluminum, but there's not a speck of corrosion on it. I know that the horse heads are separately attached and they're silver washed. There's just a little bit coming off the snouts. But, you know, it's great. I love this. This was probably one of my top 5 favorite finds that I found back there to date. So, glad to have it. Alright, this is a great signal for what I've been digging so far. Sounds tight. Hammers that target, and we're actually in a part of the swamp. You can see it's dried out. So I definitely wouldn't have hit this signal before, seeing as how that is the case. Okay, I've got something here. This to me is a condom tin. I almost bet you it is. It's 2 pieces of it. Yeah, you can see right there it says Merry Widows. So we got ourselves an old period condom tin from the days of the trolley. Just crossing back into my little sphere of influence here, and I can see an insulator. Oh, it's not complete. Broken insulator. Oh well. So much trash around the railroads, I'll tell you. It's amazing. But homeward bound. Alright guys, let's do a quick wrap up on the finds here that we've made over this aimless wandering in the woods. So I just want to be brief, but we'll start off with a couple broken fragments here out of the water. I mean, this thing was crazy. That's why I said it in the wrap up. I mean, imagine stepping on that point. You'd be needing a new foot for sure. A couple sinkers. Got onto 2 ratcheting wrenches. We got onto a Craftsman ratchet. And then this little gem of a thing right here. This is a bracelet of some kind that I think it says Laura on it. It's very difficult to read, but this is what it is. It's gold plated. There's a patent date from 1911. Then I moved out to the woods, and unfortunately, you know, we talked about this. You couldn't really see it, but this is a watch fob. It's not marked. I think it's silver, but I'm not 100% sure on that. but 2 horses on there, kind of neat, maybe symbolizing the track. Rivet, part of a folding, gosh, what is that, folding ruler. The little tack off the dog collar. This, I believe it's a 32 caliber rimfire round. Oh yeah, this was in the water. This is an AC G14 spark plug. I looked into this. This was the only car I could find this came out of was a 1928 Essex, so that's neat. Stone splitting wedge, I believe, real small. And I didn't clean this Indian up because it's so tough. You know, this is the reverse side, and this is the obverse side. But it looks like it was 1897, I think is what I said it was. But as soon as you start cleaning, it just chips away. You can see how it's not even really round anymore. And unfortunately, that's how the coins come out of the woods. They're very toasty. So while I'm grateful to have it, this is how I'm going to leave it. So there's the finds, and I hope you have a good one.